Hello everybody, welcome to another awesome online class. Hope you guys are doing well. So, we got a lot of stuff to do today. We're focusing on some kicks, we're focusing on our form. Alright, and then we got, of course, our pyramid at the end. So, let's get going. Face front, Kine bow, academy tenets begin. I will demonstrate leadership, strength, commitment, knowledge, respect, sir. And Kine bow, chumbi. Go ahead and get 10 awesome jumping jacks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet as wide as shoulders, neck rotations. And other way. Good. And arm circles forward. And backwards, again, getting all nice and loose. Arms across the body. And then up and down. Good. Reach over the body side to side. There we go. And then twist side to side. Good. Then legs straight, reaching down those side to side. Again, folding yourself in half if you can a little bit. Good. Going from one foot to the other. You can also hang in the middle there a little bit. And then hands on the floor, hips side to side. Spider-Man stretch. Way and then the other. Good. So from here, I'm going to adjust my camera as I explain our warm-up drill. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing what's called 10, 20, 30. All right? So that means we're going to do 10, 20, or 30 of push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Okay? So you get to choose what number you want to do for what exercise. So if you want to do 10 push-ups, awesome. And if you want to do 30 push-ups, you can do that and then just kind of mix and match how you want. All right, so if you want to do the easiest with the most and the hardest with the fewest, go right ahead. But also if you feel like challenging yourself, that's how we grow, by challenging ourselves, going outside our comfort zones. All right, you flip it. All right, so the hardest you do the most, the easiest you do the least amount, okay? So you guys go. All right, and choose however you so wish. All right, go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24. Whew. All right, keep it going, guys, keep it going. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good. All right, next up for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it going, keep going. Make sure to breathe. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Almost there, guys. 19, 20. All right, last set for me. Keep it going, keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, finishing up there, guys. All right, so once you're done with that, you're gonna go and have a seat, get 5 bent leg, and then 5 straight leg back rollers. Go for it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Legs straight now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta get those feet behind your head if you can. And 5. Woo. And then reach down low for those toes. Alrighty. That was quite a workout. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. Alright, hopefully you guys are a little bit tired, like I am. Alright, maybe you're just awesome. Alright, you just like crush it, no problem. Good, and 1 leg straight, 1 leg bent. Stretch on the straight leg. Good, reach down, try and get your chest to your knee if you can. Good. And switch sides. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Try and go a little bit lower on that exhale. Nice. All right, from there, legs out wide into a V, as wide as they can go here. There we are. Hands behind your head, 10 side-to-side stretches, and go. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir. Fantastic. Legs out a little bit wider. Again, try and push yourself a little bit, go a little bit farther than you might be comfortable with. All right, but obviously don't hurt yourself while doing so. But again, try and just push yourself a little bit farther. If you don't feel uncomfortable when you're doing your stretching, all right, you're not stretching far enough. Good, just feel a little bit. There we go. Once you're there, once you're at that spot, hold it. Again, make sure you go to both sides here. Good. And then butterfly stretch. Good. All right, let's get rolling, guys. Go and hop up, get 5 more jumping jacks while I reset here. Good. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on some stances first off, okay? So, when we're talking about stances, it's obviously how we stand, specifically in forms, which forms is very important. Again, just to make my form look sharp, look, like I'm doing the moves correctly. But it's also very important, depending on the stance, for sparring, all right, and my fighting stance is very important, okay? For board breaking, okay? If I'm in a really strong stance, I'm most likely gonna have a stronger kick, which means the board's gonna break easier, okay? So first stance we're gonna work on is our sitting stance. So again, feet out as wide as my shoulders, maybe a little wider. I'm gonna scoot back. You can see my feet a little bit. So I'm here. Then, okay, you're bending your knees. You're trying to get as low as you can, keeping your back nice and straight. Once you're as low as you can, you hold it. All right, so we're here. We're holding it. We're gonna hold for 15 seconds. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. Good. So the goal, all right, that we want to try and get to, and again, we're all in different spots, so we may not all be that spot yet. That's okay. Is I want my belt parallel with my knees. I want my knees as flat as possible. Okay, so if I were to just set something there on your knees, it's like a table, just stays right there, rather than being sloped where it just flies right off. Okay, and again, that's challenging because it requires you to go really low. All right, but that's kind of where we want to work up to in our sitting stance. for our front stance. So, again, I'm gonna take my feet, this time shoulder width apart. One foot's gonna take 2 steps forward, so it's gonna take 1, 2, then like a half step towards the matching side. So I have this leg, I'm gonna go a little bit towards that matching side. That allows you to have your legs in their proper position. Again, you guys might be a little bit wider, you guys might need to be a little bit longer depending on how long your legs are, okay? Then I bend this front knee, back leg stays straight, back up straight, hands are up, and I'm here, okay? So if you feel like you're off balance, okay, you might need to move your feet a little bit. Again, make sure they're wide enough or long enough, or not too long, or not too wide, or else you're in a sitting stance or the splits. But as we're holding this stance here for a little bit, make sure that back foot stays on the floor, don't want it to come off. And again, make sure the knot of your belt or your belly button points straight ahead. Okay? I don't want to be kind of at an angle here, I don't want to be at an angle here, I want to be straight ahead. All right, and relax. Now we're going to use our other side. So again, feet as wide as your shoulders here. Take that foot, 1, 2, scoot it over a little bit, here. Bend it, back leg stays straight. And again, for this stance, okay, again, the more you can kind of dig deep into that knee, all right, the better for the stance. But obviously you don't want to go too far with it to where you hurt yourself. So again, judge, kind of what you're comfortable with. But just like our sitting stance and just like our stretches, if I'm comfortable in my front stance for a long period of time, I'm probably not doing my front stance correctly, or else you're just like super awesome and like nothing hurts you. You're like the men and women of steel. But this kind of hurts right now, all right? For me at least. All right, and we're gonna relax. Okay, so again, but if I'm just like standing here like this, all right, I'm not really bending that knee, I'm not really doing anything, I can stand here all day, all right? It doesn't hurt. So I wanna make sure I'm kind of pushing in, I'm leaning into it. Now for our fighting stance, okay, I don't know if you guys can see my feet very well from back here, but I wanna basically make an L with my feet. All right, so whichever foot I have in front is pointing forward, the other foot pointing to that matching side, okay? And then I might switch, all right? So either forwards L or backwards L, depending on what foot you like in front. That front foot steps forward, bend my knees, hands up in front of my ears, in front of my body, and then I'm slightly leaning back, all right? So again, here, you might need to adjust your feet just a little bit depending on how comfortable you are with your knees and your ankles. But I'm here, all right? Making sure my body is sideways. For this one, don't want to point my belt forward. I want it to be all the way here, all right? So, those are our 3 main stances. All right, so as we go through the form, which we're gonna go through here in a second, and making sure every time we're in a stance, it's the best stance we could possibly do. All right, if we kind of focus too much on the moves or how fast we're going or how strong the moves are, then our stances might kind of get weaker and weaker, and then by proxy, our moves are going to get weaker and weaker in our form and stuff. All right, we don't want that. We want them as strong as possible. So, before we work on our form, we're going to work on just a couple of kicks, which are from the form. So, you have a bag, you have a target, whatever you can work on in the air, whatever is available to you. So, working back leg front kick. So, I want to get in that front stance that we were just working on. And now here, I want to make sure working on my distance, okay? Specifically when I'm hitting stuff. Even when you're kicking in the air, pick something, kind of a target that you can maybe hit towards, but not actually hit. So I'm here. When I'm kicking at a target, I want to make sure my kick fully extends. Then I pull it back, and then I land it next to the target. I'm landing in front like I'm taking a big, giant step. Okay? For board breaking, which is what this is more working on, as well as forms, okay, that sends my power all the way into the target. Okay? It helps me break it a lot easier because I can hit it really strong and pull my leg back. Okay? But I can hit it a lot stronger if I land it in front and follow my momentum. So I'm here, here, okay? Because again, it's gonna be very hard, okay, if I wanna knock this over, very hard to knock it over pulling my foot back. Same thing breaking a board. It's gonna be very hard to go through the board while I pull it back. Is it possible? Yes. Is it efficient or practical? No. Okay, so working back leg front kicks, again, just using one leg, other leg, keep switching. If you have a bag, hit it. If not, just hit the air. Go. Make sure you're resetting that stance. Again, scoot back a little bit if you're aiming at a target. Because again, you don't want to bunch up. You don't want your kick to be like this. All right, you want to get that full extension and then fully land. Oh, there it goes. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Off bounce on that one. Okay, keep it going. Couple more kicks, couple more seconds. Last kick, best kick. Ayah! I forgot to make you guys yell, but hopefully you guys are yelling at home. So now working on a back leg round kick. All right, so back leg round kick. Now, let's see if I can angle myself better for you guys. So, I'm in my fighting stance for this, okay, or my back stance, sparring stance. So I'm here. The one thing I want us to work on, all right, you may not be able to see it very easily on the camera here, but my front foot here, all right, I am pivoting, okay? So I'm gonna scoot back to see if you can kind of see my foot there. So when I go to kick, I'm on the ball of my foot, and my toes, really my heel, rotates around and points towards my target and my heel, okay? So I'm on the ball of my foot. As I bring my knee over, my heel turns. Okay, my toes point behind me, my heel points to where my target is or where I'm kicking. If that doesn't happen, all right, again, I'm gonna end up hurting my knee, doing too hard, too fast, all right, or even if I'm doing just a nice, normal, controlled kick, all right, it can still really hurt my knee over time, all right? Then, it helps us with our balance, and it helps us make sure we kind of get that reach on our kick, which round kicks we really want to make sure we get that reach because they're the easiest kick to do so, okay? So for the actual kick itself, again, bring my knee over, extend, pull back. You guys know the drill by now. All right, again, but really working that pivot, okay? So if your kicks aren't the focus as you're practicing, that's okay right now, all right? I really want you to get that pivot down if you don't already have it. If you do have it, all right, then focus a little bit more on the kick. Work on getting it a little bit higher if you can, but otherwise that pivot's our main focus point for right now, all right? And go. Good. Again, same thing, switching legs, kick in the air, boom. If you want to kind of hold that kick after the kick as well, again, just make sure you kind of work on that balance of it as well. So come here, hold, and then set it down. Go whatever you guys want to do. Boom, just like so. Hiya! Also add yells. Hiya! Good. And one last kick, best kick. Hiya! Alrighty. So now, if you have a bag or something to hit at, go ahead and put that away. We're not going to need that now. Alright, if you need a drink, go get a drink. I'm going to get a drink here real fast. And then we'll work on our form. Alrighty. So, with our form, what we're going to do is we are going to, again, go through section 1. Alright, about 2 times. And then we'll go through section 2, all right? So, again, remember, all right, you guys have done this form before. Our first move is that low X block, so we step back. Our arm should look just like this. All right, I'm gonna be facing this way so you can follow the sides. All right, you can't really easily see that move from there. So, chumbi, hands on shoulders, again, just like this. Feet shoulder width apart. Scoot forward so you can see my feet and everything. All right, the left foot steps back into a front stance. Hands come to my belt. shoot down for a low X block. Ayah! From here, my right hand should be on top. So my right hand goes up, high block, switch arms, punch. Then I'm gonna turn over here. Again, so I'm turning towards my left. Good, switch arms, punch. So I shouldn't have taken a step. All I should have done is I just adjusted my stance. I moved my feet, I turned. Then I'm gonna turn back. This arm that's punching, which is my right arm swing, palm strike. Then back leg picks up, front kick, land in front, left hand open, right arm elbow strike, bring them together, ayah! So my arm should look just like this. Again, my right hand is elbowing, my left arm is hitting here, okay? So, from here, left foot's in front, left arm is now gonna high block, switch arms, punch. Now I'm gonna turn towards my right, other arm punch, so my left arm, arm swing, back arm, palm strike, back leg, front kick, land elbow strike again, this time with my left arm, ayah! Good. All right, and that is section 1. Okay, so let's go through that again. Again, I understand it's a little bit harder to watch on the video. Okay, so again, do your best. And then if you guys have any questions, again, when you're here next on the mat, just make sure you ask whoever the instructor is, and we will help you out. Okay, while we're here, Shumbi, ready stance. Left foot's gonna step back, low X block, ayah! Then my right hand goes up, high block, switch arms, punch, turn towards my left, right arm, punch, right arm swing back towards the front, palm strike, back leg, front kick, land elbow strike, ayah! Then my left arm, switch arms, high block, switch arms, punch, then go towards my right, left arm, punch, that same arm swing, palm, back leg, front kick, land elbow strike, ayah! All right, that's section 1. Okay, so from here, if you're in the warrior class, all right, and you have or you're a white through green belt, that's your entire form. Okay, so what I want you guys to try to do the best that you can. Try to work on that by yourself. If you can get down 4 moves, all right, 3 moves, whatever moves you can kind of get down and memorize, that's awesome. All right, if you get the whole thing, that's even awesomer. All right, but just making sure, again, doing your best, working on your own for a bit, okay? Everyone else, though, we're gonna work on section 2, okay? So section 2, my right foot's in front, left arm is elbow striking. Now this one's gonna be a little tricky, all right, on the video, or more tricky than the other stuff. So again, doing your best, guys. But my left foot, okay, is gonna spin till it faces my right side. All right, so this wall over here, I wanna take this leg, turn until I face this wall, okay? Then from here, my left arm hugs, chop, punch, okay? So now you're gonna face behind you, all right? So get away from the camera, feet together. You're gonna step out towards the other wall, hug, step out, chop, punch. Okay? Now towards the back of the room. My back hand, so my right hand here, I'm gonna turn, downward palm strike, step, hug, back fist. Okay? Without stepping, back arm, downward palm, step, hug, back fist, back leg round kick, ayah! And I land facing the front in my fighting stance. If you are a Fusion Impact blue through purple or blue belt and above, you're gonna land outer forearm block, okay? Like this, but towards the back of the room, okay? So, again, camera is cutting off my head here. All right, so no, that's kind of tricky, all right, to see through the video, but hopefully you're able to kind of pick a couple moves, get a general idea of what the form section 1 and section 2 are like. All right, so for our final drill before we get into our pyramids, all right, because we got to do our pyramids, is our cycle self-defense. Okay, so hands up here, hands open. Again, whenever we're working self-defense, I want my hands open. Okay, the reason for that, again, especially if you're in school still, again, just making sure, again, you're not getting in trouble with teachers or anything, even adults, again, with police and everything. Again, just making sure that, again, you're here, not here, all right, because this is kind of saying like, hey, you're trying to get somebody to back away. All right, this, even if you're not trying to, this just kind of tells everybody that's watching like, hey, you're trying to start a fight, okay? But also my hands are open to be able to grab, okay? To be able to grab stuff, or grab their arm, grab something to use as a weapon if I needed to, stuff like that, all right? Which again, we don't normally do in sparring, which is why our hands are closed, all right? But when we do stuff like combative sparring, okay, which we haven't done in a while, where you're able to grab and do takedowns and stuff like that, it just makes that a little bit easier. So, tangent over, all right, bring the arm swing, bring my elbow down, back arm palm strike, and then from there, back leg front kick, okay? So that's all we're gonna do. If you have a partner with you, go ahead and team up, all right? One person grabs the shoulder, that way you can kind of work on it. If you don't have a partner or anybody to work with, again, you're just gonna do it in the air with me. I'm doing it with you. All right, good. So bring the arm up, down, palm strike, back leg, front kick, good. Then again, arm swing down, palm strike, front kick. Trying to do the other side. That way you're used to that side as well. Boom, 2, 3. All right, get it about 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, last time, nice and strong. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic, okay? So now real quick, I'm just gonna show you guys what the brown belt and above self-defense is like, okay? So if somebody grabs onto your shoulder, okay? I'm not gonna go under, then over, then down. I'm just gonna kind of bring my arm and sweep, okay? So if their arm is here, I'm kind of latching onto their arm, okay? So I go forward, I bring my arm over, I turn, reverse elbow, keep turning, palm strike, front kick, okay? Now doing this with a partner, again, because you have their arm, you're gonna make sure to let go of the arm. That way you don't hurt your partner. Again, real self-defense situation, okay? You wanna maybe hold onto that arm, all right, and you can do some different things, controls and stuff from there, and keep holding on to it, boom. But again, for partner safety, not doing that. Again, as soon as I kind of bring it over and I start to turn, I let it go, I keep turning, boom, boom, and then my kick, which you can't see off camera. All right, so that's you guys' self-defense. Again, we'll work more on that in classes and different online classes. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys that real fast. Pyramid time, okay? So we got level 5 pyramid going up. We're just going up today. We're not going back down. We're just going up, okay? So I'm gonna adjust my camera here. Bada bing. Alrighty, get set. Alright, again, I know we're a little probably sore from earlier. Alright, but let's keep it going, guys. And go. 1. 1. And 1. Good. Level 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. Level 3. Keep it going. Good. Again, make sure to pace yourself. Not going too fast. Make sure you're doing the moves correctly. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Level 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, last level, keep it going, keep it up. Make sure to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, almost there, almost there. 1, 2, finish strong. 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, and if you're still going, keep going. Don't stop just because I'm talking. All right, keep it going. Good. All right. So again, if you're still going, keep it up. All right. Just listen to here. I'm gonna close this out here. Now, this cycle we're talking about strength. All right. And we worked a lot on our physical strength today, but what we want to talk about this week, all right, is stuff about burning bright without burning out. Okay. And all that means is I want to make sure that I'm doing my best. I'm giving 100% effort in whatever it is I'm doing, especially my training. But I don't want to go so hard, all right, and work so much that I'm burning myself out, all right, that I get injured, that I'm exhausted all the time, okay? This can also be applied to work or school, okay? You always want to be able to do your best, okay? But again, sometimes in order to do your best, sometimes you have to kind of take some time, relax, and just not worry so much about all the things that might be stressing you out, okay? If you are stressed, okay, again, that's also important, again, to just kind of recognize, like, hey, I'm doing way too much, all right, or I'm trying to do too many things at once. So again, just building in that rest period, whatever that rest looks like for you. It could be, taking a nap, it could be reading a book, it could be playing a video game, whatever it might be, all right, and just kind of building that rest, pacing yourself, all right, that way you don't burn yourself out, now you're able to just keep going at a good, consistent pace for you. And that's gonna be different for everybody, all right? So from you guys face me, strong bow. All right, you guys did awesome today. I know it, even though I can't see you guys, but I will see you hopefully here on the mat real soon or in the next online class. Bye, guys.